What's going on tonight, everybody? The New World Open Beta is out. We are going to be playing a little bit of that tonight. It's going to be a pretty short stream, I think. Just gonna really get into the city, maybe. Let's see. Looks like I'm just gonna go with the West. Let's make a new character. Let's kind of push it. Let's pick a higher. There's our captain.
The stories you've heard, they don't tell the whole truth. The island is indeed the place of legend. There's power and vast riches as well. But those who've gone before you have simply vanished, never heard from again. I saw the horror, the madness that overcame the crew. It was beyond any evil the world has ever known. How I survived, I do not know. The contents of this box are not of this world. They will guide you to that one, wherever and whatever that may be. Go then, Captain. Chart your course and your fate. I will say a prayer for the souls of your crew.
What hairstyle should we go with? Go tried and true. It's like a goatee guy. Oh man, I can't wait for this game to come out. gotta chill out here for a minute. So how's everybody's day going? Anybody have any fun stories to tell or anything like that going on? How's my time going up? Should be going down, not up. Hey, I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. Excuse me. It looks like it's going to take a minute. Probably not the most exciting time right now. Well, we're down to 2 minutes. It's at least an improvement. Anybody else excited about New World? What faction are you gonna play? Thinking about Marauder myself. I have joined a pre-launch guild, and I think they're going Covenant though, so I may end up just going Covenant with them. At least that's the last I heard, was they were going Covenant. Can't tell if there's a smudge on my screen or if it is. It's a smudge. I was worried that the glass got broke. We're getting there. 5 people. We're almost there, guys. Sorry for the long wait. Almost there. 3 people. A lot of people were saying that they were getting really bad computer performance. I'm gonna bring up my the CPU and GPU monitor while this is loading. Just keep an eye on it. There we go. My CPU is staying nice and cool so far. The load on my GPU ain't bad either. The intro to this game is also really good. Otis, stop. The corruption took him. Make sure we kill everything on this little path here. Put that audio up so you can hear it a little bit better, I hope. I think what I'm going to end up doing is going healing staff, and ice gauntlet. Out of all the builds I've looked at, that looks like it's going to be the most fun to me. Got that thing on his chest now.
Now, I know the island's secret. Now, I know true power.
What's going on, Goofy? What you up to tonight? We are trying out some of the New World beta. Just getting past the introduction quest. I don't think we're gonna be on too long tonight. But we can at least give the beta a little look-see. There's already people flexing in the chat. 5K for somebody who can beat me in a duel. I know we're gonna need a lot of this flint to make our starting crafting stuff, like a pickaxe and an axe and all that other stuff. Skinning knife. Let's talk to
You
this
don't look
guy.
like one of the drowned. There's life in you yet.
Oh, we started off in Windward.
That storm, were you? You're fortunate
When I played
to be
in
back.
the
That's
closed
such a good
beta,
man indeed. And it is
I
where
started
we
off
remain.
in
One can
First
evade
Light,
death
so
for
I haven't done
centuries on this
Windward yet.
island. But leaving is difficult. It is nice to make your acquaintance. As desperate as your situation may seem, the storm that wrecked your ship was caused by an... well, you see, yes. The merciful thing is to at least attempt to put them to rest.
Normally I would read all of the lore and let the talking go through and all that. But just because we're a little stretched on time, I think we're going to skip me reading the lore tonight and all that other stuff, and we're just going to get some of the gameplay in tonight. That's good, man. Finally relax a little bit. Got everybody else in the house taken care of. Got all the work done around the house. Now you get to relax. Mesner's Mites. Alright, so we have to kill 3 of these drowned guys, the lost. Ooh, good, we need wood. So I'm gonna try to grab some of these bushes. Is the audio pretty good? Can you hear the game? The game noises and my voice half decent. Had to adjust it a little bit a minute ago. Do they have the Doesn't look like the Twitch integration is available right now. There's a lot of people out here doing this. That's good. I'm glad you can hear everything. Ideally, I would hope to find a box, but there's a lot of people out here, so I doubt I'm gonna find one that I can loot quickly. Oh, there's one. 'Cause sometimes these boxes have the other weapons, and I'd really like to get a like an ice gauntlet or one of the healing staffs early. No, it's kind of a long shot, but that green wood. Already picked that up. Ooh, is that hemp? That's herbs. I don't have a sickle yet. So even if it was hemp, I couldn't get it. I don't have a sickle. I can go make one. But I think that's like part of a quest here in just a second. And no point in doing it now when I could get XP for it. For doing what I'm gonna do anyway.
There now. I hope that wasn't too difficult. Some have trouble. Of course. Wood's easy enough to gather from bushes around here.
Alright. Let's craft all this stuff.
Gather to the beach. Then use the campfire to craft a skinning knife.
I think we should have enough to craft one of everything except the fishing pole because we don't have hemp. As soon as we find hemp, though, we can make a fishing pole. And the fishing in this game is fantastic. Everybody loves the fishing in this game. Alright, we have our stuff. Let's do this. So we're gonna go... Oh yeah, dude, it's a beautiful game. You should have seen the beginning part where they had the you can see like the mountains and stuff. It's beautiful. Hopefully you'll get to see the city here in a minute, and like the run to the city, you get to see a lot of really cool stuff. So we're gonna go healing staff, life staff. That means we're gonna be putting points of focus. We're gonna go ice gauntlet, so that's intelligence. We're gonna focus on life staff first, though.
Well done, my friend. You've been careful. Those boars can put up quite a fight.
Alright, so now we gotta go hunt down a boar for a meal. There's one. Hopefully we can get there before anybody else does. And honestly, I don't even think I'm playing it on like the highest settings. Let's see if I can... Video quality. It's too high. The more you like gather stuff, the faster you can gather it. Like the higher your skill is, the faster your gathering gets. And you can also like, so the little experience we got for actually cutting the tree down in logging is great, but it also gives you actual like experience on your experience bar to level, so you can level through just crafting alone. So if you played this game and all you wanted to do was crafting, you didn't want to do any fighting or anything else, you could do that if you wanted to. You could just PvP, level solely through PvP. You could PvE, level solely that way. It's really cool, because I've never actually seen an MMO that does that, like, well. And so far, playing this, a couple of betas, this game does it very well.
Nicely done. It may seem simple enough, but both boar hunter's beach is not a hospitable place. But
what else do we need to do?
Was just one of several claimed by
He's gonna give me a bow. So we go back to the shipwrecks. This time we have our sickle, so if we see those herbs again, we're going to grab those herbs. It does, like, that's a common thing that people have said, is that it's like, it's a mixture of many, many different MMOs. But RuneScape is very, like, the leveling is very much like RuneScape. The lore and the way you do the lore is more akin to, like, EverQuest. A lot of the actual questing, like, is a lot of gathering and, like, fetch quests and stuff. It's very reminiscent of, like, World of Warcraft's questing. Like I said, it does, it takes a lot of the best parts of a lot of MMOs and just puts them all in one place. Oh, so we leveled our sword and shield. Let's just learn another spell. How do you think the pacing will be? With so many ways to level, do you think it will be... Do you think it will start fast with a bunch of progression, then slow down quickly? It depends on what you're doing. So, like, you get different experience... Ooh, that guy needs help. You get different, like, amounts of experience for doing different things. So, like, the PvE quests don't give as much experience as being... flagged for PvP and doing quests for PvP and all that. So if you did just crafting, it's going to take you longer than if you did PvE. If you only do PvE, it's going to take longer if you don't do PvP. There's a guy I've been watching his stream. His name is Baggins. And he has been playing 15 hours a day since the open beta started. And if he does everything correctly, he will just hit max level at the very end of it. Hey, thank you for the follow. So, you know, it would take him approximately 60 hours non-stop to get that. I think the flag's over there. For me, though, it's probably going to take me longer. So, to answer your original question, it's... everybody's going to have a different pace. There's not really a singular answer to that question. For me, I think it's going to take me a little bit longer because I'm going to want to do... want to do it in a very ADHD way. I'm probably going to, you know, craft some, gather some, PvE some, PvP some. Max level is 60. Level 60. So another cool thing is, so I'm using sword and board right now, right? Come back here. Just fight me. Using sword and board, but I can. Well, let's put attribute points. Let's see. Okay. So we can put our clothes on, right? Where's my weapon? Oh, I have to be level 5. Okay, well, once we're level 5, we can have 2 weapons. And you can switch them, like, very quickly in combat. So I'm going to go Life Staff, which is a healing weapon. And I'm going to go Ice Gauntlet, which is DPS, but it's mainly for crowd control. And I can switch between them just like on a moment's notice right in the middle of combat. So I could be hitting you with my Life Staff, healing my allies, and then all of a sudden just freeze you in place and run away, you know, shed some distance. And so like I'm melee right now with this sword and board because it's the what you start off with. But I just picked up a warhammer. So I'm level 4, I'm halfway to level 5. So when I get to level 5 you can see I'll put on the warhammer. Hopefully unless I get like a life staff or something. I think that's the manifest. Yay, we got it. Okay, search the shipwreck records for records and remnants. But if I get a life staff, we'll put that on. What, being able to switch at a moment's notice? That's what you mean by that's more like Skyrim? I'm telling you, dude, it takes like the best parts of a lot of games and puts them all in like one MMO. And one thing I really enjoy is the combat system in this. Is like I actually have to aim and stuff, and like in WoW you just like auto shoot and your character just shoots the guy and you miss based on chance, you know? Your hit is based off basically a dice roll. This, the only way I'm gonna miss is if you move out of my cursor in time for me not to hit you. So it's a lot more skill based than RNG. Yeah, I see what you're saying. A weapon or magic in each hand. And in this game, the weapons you can have, let's see, is sword and shield, great axe, warhammer, hatchet, spear, musket, rapier, bow, let's see, ice gauntlet, fire staff, and life staff. So you have a good diversity in weapons, and there's going to be other stuff that gets released along the way, and we already know what a couple are, like the Void Gauntlet, which is going to be another magic weapon. There's going to be I think that guy's used a musket, yeah, so you've used a musket. There's going to be a two-handed sword and stuff, so low levels could theoretically defeat higher levels due to skill. Yes, absolutely. They had level scaling, and I think they took it out during this beta. I don't know if it's gonna end back up in the original, in the final game. But on top of skill being a thing, you also have PvP scaling, so that just because somebody is higher level than you, they can't just gank you out of nowhere. Like it scales you to where you have a fighting chance regardless of somebody else's level. And being such a PvP focused game, like I find that to be really cool, that I just, if I want to make an alt on a friend server, I'm not gonna just get ganked 2 months into the game when everybody's already max level or whatever. Oh shit. I've never actually gone this skill tree with sword and board, so we looted that shit. We didn't find anything. Let's go this way where the marker is indicating. And for launch, I have a bunch of skins already unlocked. Well, not a bunch, but I have 2 armor skins unlocked, and I have I'm gonna have a weapon set, like appearance set, unlocked. Collect the flag. There we go. Alright, we got the ship's flag. We're gonna go under the ship real quick. All right, so that guy that has that staff he has right there, that's what I'm gonna be using. That's the life staff. And it looks like he's just leveling the life staff so that he can use some of the better skills. I'm hoping to get one to drop here. When I played the last beta, these supply stockpiles would give you other weapons. Oh, see, I got a musket and a hatchet. Neither of what I wanted. Oh, take these herbs. Should get me a little bit closer. Yep, I am really close to level 5, and then I can put on a second weapon. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to put the Warhammer on. I might put the Warhammer on. I don't know yet. Thinking I might just put the musket on. Do you like scaling low players up or cursing the higher players? Personally, I prefer bringing the higher levels. I think bringing them down is a good idea. So the one real big advantage somebody at a higher level is going to have is they have had longer time with their weapons. So weapons, your proficiency in weapons, skills, they level separately from your character's level. So look, I'll show you. So like the attributes are your level, right? Your character's level. I'm level 5 here. And then I get leveling rewards and all that, right? But my weapon mastery is I'm level 4 out of 20 in my sword, right? So if I'm level 15 and I'm just trying to figure out what weapons I want to play with, and somebody at higher level comes down, yeah, we might be on a closer playing field when it comes to our level because of the scaling, but his weapon mastery is going to be way higher than mine, which means his like crit chance is going to be higher. His he's going to have more skills to use against me than I am going to have to use against him. So there are still major advantages a higher level player has, but it does definitely bring the playing field back down. It gives you a fighting chance. Doesn't make it like perfectly even, but it gives you a fighting chance. Oh, we're level 5. Let's put on the other weapon. Alright, what do we have? Ooh, we have a fire staff. Okay, we're doing fire staff. Fire staff, Warhammer. And let's take off the shield, because that is unnecessary weight. So now we have a staff. So yeah, if you attack someone, say 5 levels over here, the attack. Yeah, that's essentially what happens. Yeah, with the scaling.
Well done. These records serve as both an archive. Unfortunately, they're lost. We must try. I hoped you might volunteer.
Okay, so what I was saying was like about the sorting board. Alright, well, this guy wants to trade with me. So, what I was saying earlier about the weapons, right, is that you saw how Q, R, and F down at the bottom right is, it's empty now when I had skills there before. Now, if I was fighting somebody, like if that level 16 attacked me, he'd get scaled down to me, which is what you're talking about. That does happen. He would scale down. He would get cursed, basically, is what you're saying. He would get scaled down to me, but all his abilities would be available to him because he's had his weapon longer, and I would have no skills in mine, or I might have one or two. And on top of that, he would have like all his crit chance and all that other stuff a lot higher because he has his skill tree filled out. I didn't even see myself pick this weapon up. I'm glad I did though. And so I can switch weapons like on the fly. What the hell was that? Why does it say that I have something here? Oh. Alright, so I'm gonna hit this guy with my warhammer, right? And then I'm gonna switch to my fire staff. I'm gonna switch back to my warhammer. Ain't mad about scaling, I would just rather the high levels being start nothing worse than joining a game and being chased and killed. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what happens in most MMOs, and I think the way that they've done it here is really cool. Oh, this weapon is super slow. Let's search for the source of the corruption. There's a big red menacing door. I'm betting it has something to do with this. Can you help me break the door there, mustache man? Well, apparently we have found the source of the corruption because the quest log has changed. It says defeat the corrupted chaplain. Ooh, chest here. It's a weapons cache. Maybe we'll get the weapons I wanted. Nope, another hatchet and a warhammer. Isn't it though? Isn't it always the mustache man? Alright, where's the chaplain at? Come on, Monsieur Chaplain. I do love the visuals of this game though. Like, it's such a beautiful game. Alright, we got the chaplain. We got another musket. Let's eat something, get a little bit of health back. Weapon away for now. We're not in combat. We don't need that weapon out right now. Do I know the mustache man? The one who lives on Beard Man's Lane? I do now.
Well now, someone has proven that purging the corruption only to prepare for the day when it returns. Yes.
Okay, so now we have to go to Windsward.
He knows to expect. Oh.
So that's where we have to go. Alright, let's just follow the path here. See all this stuff I can pick up. Like, you can see how this game is very ADHD. You got all these lore pages all over the ground. Oh, somebody killed this thing and didn't skin it. So now I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna skin it. Get some meat and some fur. I wonder if he killed this thing and didn't loot it, and I just took his shit. I might have just stole that guy's stuff. Ooh, what's that? Well, I mean, I know that's a boar, but what's you can have that stuff there, level 2 guy. There, he got that back. We got sugar, coconut, a few other little crafting items. There's a turkey. We can get some poultry too. Fuck. There we go. Let's go get this poultry. Oh, you gotta be a little bit careful. That boar is our level, so he's gonna be a little bit harder to kill. More poultry and feathers. Feathers I could use to make arrows. Poultry I can cook to make meat for healing stuff. So another cool thing about this game is factions can own towns, guilds can like buy towns and stuff like that, and they actually control the tax rate on like the auction house and all that other stuff. And like you have to you know, if you want to use the crafting stations there, like you may get taxed for that, and all the money goes towards that company, and a company is basically a guild of players. And so this town is owned by Warbrand, and they have their taxes set at 5.5 and 1%. 5% for the first two, 1% for the other one. The whole economy is player driven. Like there's not like, it's not like other MMOs where the vendors and NPCs handle a lot of it. Like literally everything for the economy, from healing items to food, drink, weapons, armor, everything is player driven. Look at all these people. Look at that dude's armor. That dude has some sick armor. That's cool looking. This guy's a marauder. You can see the little emblem on the back of his jacket and his like green colored armor. More marauders. There's the marauder flag. Hey, thanks for the follow. I've gotten a few of those Hoss guys following me. I'm worried that's one of those hate raids that's been happening. If I get a lot more of those, I'm gonna have to check it out. How do you take over a capture city? So, to take over or capture a city, you have to do a lot of quests. You have to like invest a lot in the city itself, and then after a while you can go to war for the city against like another guild or faction, and whoever wins gets the city. Right, so if my guild and another guild were both the top for this city, we would go to war with each other. And whoever wins the war, a big PvP battle, like 100 versus 100 or 50 versus 50, something like that, they would get the rights to the city for a while. And then after a while, somebody else is going to gain a lot of renown with the city. They're going to start doing more quests than the people who own it. And then the people who own it are going to have to defend it against the new people who want to take it over. And then there's another war. So cities are always going to be changing
Hello there, and welcome to Win. I'm just grateful to know Tahir is all right.
Got a
I
hat.
hope you return soon. If it's true that corrupt plenty, I'm sure. But for the moment, you should take care of
Just throw on that hat. Fancy.
Explore
My fancy hat.
whenever you're ready.
You can call me Fancy Hat Man. Except that dude. That dude has a fancier hat. I like his hat. Alright, so we need to go to the inn and check in. Yes, there are a set number of cities. Give me one hot second. Just looking at my GPU, making sure we're all good. Let's look at the map. Oh, and so like the territory standings. This is my personal territory standing, and I can do other stuff. So I can like increase my gathering when I'm around here. So they have a tax rate, like a high tax rate or something. I can lower my tax rate by doing a lot of quests in this city. And even though they have a high tax rate, I get a little bit of a discount. Or I can increase my storage, which I'm going to do that. Oh, map. Right, we're going to look at the cities. Sorry. See, I told you, I get distracted with this game. Lots of distraction. So each one of these zones, I believe, has a, like, city. All these territories can be captured. There's outpost, a settlement. So like this one has, I think, 2 outposts. I don't know that it has a settlement. The outposts can be captured. The settlements can be captured. Fort. See, this one doesn't have a claim to it. So status unclaimed. Be the first to claim this territory and earn special benefits. As opposed to the one we're in. It's controlled by the Marauders. I have the rank of newcomer, and it's governed by Warband. So Warband is the guild that is in control of the city, the territory, and then that's the faction that has control of it. Here's another one. So like this settlement of Brightwood Hamlet is governed by Beta Degenerates, and it's controlled by the Syndicate faction. See, Fort Monarch's Bluff, controlled by the Covenant. There's the settlement. Here it is. Controlled by Witchers. But then you have like these that don't have. This one isn't governed. Unclaimed. The territory itself isn't claimed. So yeah, there are a set number of cities. But there's different kinds. There's outposts, forts, and settlements and stuff.
Hello there, young traveler. Join me for a drink?
Oh, well, that's the barkeep.
Never too early. Hello there, young traveler.
No, I don't want to talk to the barkeep.
It's never too early or too late.
There we go. And just reading the lore pages gives you power. Or experience, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do 3 things at once here, and I'm not even in the right building. ADHD.
Welcome to the southern breeze. May a gentle wind always guide you.
Alright, so we have done that. So we gotta go back and talk to this person.
Oh, that was much faster than I expected. Don't even try to tell me you actually rested. You are now officially a resident of Windsward. Whether that... I would suggest you start by visiting the trading post. Then check out the storage space I've made available.
Alright, so this is the trading post. This is essentially the auction house. Everything you really can buy is on the auction house here, and it's all sold by players. All player-driven economy. I have enough to buy a life staff. Sweet. Alright, we got a life staff. Let's see if I can afford an ice gauntlet too. There's a low ice gauntlet. Sweet, we got both of the weapons that I actually want to use. So let's put them on, right? Ice staff, or ice gauntlet, and life staff. This shoots ice out of your hand, and you can make a little shield of ice out with it. And you can freeze people with it, and you can do all sorts of cool stuff. You can freeze yourself, heal for a second, and not take any damage. And then this is the life staff. I can deal damage, but I can also heal my allies with it. And there's the storage shed. Let's put all these weapons in the storage shed because I'm not going to use them. I swear there's a faster way to do this, but I don't remember what it is, so we're doing it like this. I don't feel like going through all the key commands to find it. Oh, a corrupted invasion is going to happen in the near future. It gave a time and date for it to actually start. Okay, we need to go back and talk to this person again.
Well, that was easy enough, wasn't it? Feel free to store anything you like here in Windsor. It seems Overseer Dottie has taken quite a... I strongly suspect that it will have something to do with drinking or preparing for battle. He's asked to see you.
Hyped, we got both the weapons I wanted to use. Yes, my character is very much going to be a support character. When I go do PvP, I'm usually going to try to find groups to PvP with. I'm not going to do excellent on PvP on my own. Alright, so we have to go out and we need more wood and we need stone for mining boulders. But one of the good things about the spec that I picked is that even if I get caught by myself, like if I have PvP enabled and I say I'm just going to go do a fetch quest, but I get more experience for having PvP on, I have a, like, I can slow them and I can heal myself while I'm running and stuff. So like the odds of somebody catching me and actually being able to drop me aren't as good as if I was running around as a DPS by myself. Basically a DPS would just get eaten. Just eaten alive. Where I actually have a chance of getting away. Yes, tanks are a thing. Sword and board is tank. And you pair that with like a maul or some other heavier weapon. Yes, tanks are absolutely a thing. Okay, we have enough stone, so now we need wood. I'm just gonna chop this tree down because that should give me I can't chop that tree down. I don't think I can chop any of these trees down. Oh no, there we go. You actually start off the game as a tank. Like, everybody starts with sword and board. Big fire snail. Got some fire motes. Be some like alchemy type crafting stuff. Yeah, I mean, just look at like the detail of that city. Like, look at this forest, those mountains in the background, the spell effects. These are two guys. Like, they're actually doing PvP right now. These two guys are marauders, and they're chasing down this Covenant guy. It looks like they're trying to hit him. They're not being. Oh no, he just flagged. So these guys are about to fight each other. Well, I'm not gonna take part. It'll be cool for you to see like what happens. Oh, now his buddy just saw them attacking him, so now he's coming to try to help his buddy. Well, he was until that wolf attacked him. So now he's gonna go and try to. Oh, so that guy in green, he tried to jump that guy, and now his buddy showed up and oh, that's what you get. You shouldn't have tried to gank that guy. Oh, there's another one. But yeah, actually has a wolf chasing him. Yeah, and that guy who we just saw, those two guys fighting, like one of them was playing what I'm playing. He was playing with a healing staff. Oh shit. That Covenant guy just got wrecked. So you did get to see some PvP. Well, that guy just flagged too. Apparently everybody's just flagging as soon as they get out of the town. They're just getting wrecked. You can see there's a ton of players too. Like, there's a lot of people interested in this game. And being as like heavy as the player economy is, and like the wars and all that, like this game has a lot of potential to be something really, really big and really, really good. And having the backing of Amazon, like having their funding and having their developer talent and stuff. Look at that waterfall. Like, look how awesome that looks. Let's go step on the. Just look at the water. Like, the graphics are amazing for being an MMO. You know, like these are like single player game 2021 graphics in an MMO. It's like I could just explore this world for hours. No, they know I'm not doing anything. They don't think I'm a jerk. They can see my level, and you see those like the colors above their heads. They've all got to pick their faction. I don't even have a faction yet. I don't get to pick one until like level 10. So even if I was out there, I can't flag for PvP because I don't have a faction. You can't flag for PvP without a faction because you don't know who you're fighting for. Like this room is for the Covenant. These yellow guys with the yellow marks over their head, they're the Covenant. They're like religious zealots. The guys in the purple are like they like to study. But they also like to be very secretive and sneaky. The guys in the green, right there, that mall with the skull, they're the Marauders. and they're basically pirates, and they're like might makes right type guys. You know, they're the we don't like you, we're gonna hit you with a hammer to the face. Piratey. I haven't been to this city before, because whenever I played on the last beta, I always started out in First Light, so we got to see the Marauders and the Covenant. Is this the Syndicate guy? Yeah, there's the Syndicate flag. It's like an eyeball with a circle looking all like magic and arcane-y. And those are the guys who follow the Syndicate. And the crafting is really good. I think we're gonna go do like 1 or 2 crafting things, and then I'm gonna call it for the night. It's getting kind of late. Let's see. Just need to find one station. There we go. Here we go. So like I could make stone blocks, right? And then I could go to the I could go to the furnishing place, and I could go to the wood crafting place and make logs, and then I could go to the furniture place and I could combine the 2 things and like make some kind of furniture with sticks and rocks or whatever, you know, like kind of a bad example, but a lot of the crafting like intertwines. So I could specialize in armor crafting, but I'm still gonna need to be able to mine and forge and get leather and, you know, tan leather and all this other stuff. And if I don't feel like upping all those skills, then I have to go into the auction house and buy those items. Yes, there are, well, yes and no. Like, a lot of it's cosmetic, a lot of it's just like PvP stuff. Like, you need different factions to PvP. The bonuses come in whenever that faction owns a town, and they get the faction bonuses to the city, like the discounts and the you know, maybe increased experience or whatever else that they'll get while they own that town. But there's not like a specific thing for doing one or the other. There aren't mounts in this game though. This is like the fast travel system. It's just like a teleport system. You have to run everywhere for now. They said that they're thinking about adding mounts, but they have not like come to any major decision on that one way or the other. Well, we crafted just some stone blocks. Like, the crafting is fun, and I really do enjoy the crafting, but it's not something I want to get into heavy tonight. I just kind of want to look around one more time, and then I think we're going to log off for the night. And the audio is really good, too. And like, see those trees that are reflecting in the water? Those can be cut down by players. And if somebody cuts one of those trees down in the background there, then the reflection of it is going to go down, which is crazy. As far as crafting goes, technically there will be someone who is the best blacksmith in all the land, and he could charge more for his supplies. Maybe. Like, if he has, like, if he's maxed his out and he can make something no one else can, then he can charge a higher price for it. But, oh, there's hemp. But the market is going to dictate how much things cost. So, just because he can make the best item, if 10 other people can make it, he's going to have to compete with their prices. But if he's the only one who can make it for a good while, then he has a monopoly on it, and he gets to decide how much he sells it for, and people are going to have to pay those prices if they want that item. Have you seen the Emerald King? That guy looks like an executioner, or that lady with that big axe and that armor. I don't know, man. Like, I love the graphics of this game. I love the music. I love the art direction they took. I love the gameplay. I really enjoy the lore. So far, I have been super impressed with this game. A lot of people have been saying they've had a lot of bugs and like problems with it. I personally haven't had hardly any problems. Nothing game breaking. So this is the real quick and dirty look at New World, guys. I think we're gonna call it here for the night. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you pick up New World, I'll see you in Aeternum. Y'all have a great night.